Hello, race fans. This is Larry Supermouth Huffman, AMA Hall of Fame announcer. And this isn't Supercross, it's Wednesday! And you're watching Bay Fishing with Roman and Brian. Stand by while the boys teach secrets of bay bass fishing with Roman on his 6-second nitro-burning pedal drive kayak. And Brian in his Cool Baits high-speed dragster boat that he takes out every Sunday! Be there!
Yo, what's up, everybody? Guess what? Brian's back. What up, Brian? How's it going today?
Man, I feel rusty. Man, it's been, dude, it has been the craziest month. That's all I gotta say, man. At first, I mean, I went to like the wrong place, dude, and you won't believe it, dude. I went somewhere and I got abducted.
No, oh wow.
And I was abducted by mimes. And they did unspeakable things to me. It was crazy. I couldn't believe it. And what? All seriously though, everybody usually suffers with some type of addiction.
Oh no.
And I was suffering with an addiction, to be honest with you guys. I've been for the past month. I've been addicted to Viagra, and let me tell you, it was the hardest month of my life, Roman.
God. Kids friendly. Anyway, hello.
Anyway, thank you for having me back. As free as I
Oh my God.
Stories, a bunch of unfortunate events came up. Daughter's birthdays. I got sick. Blah blah blah. Anyway, every Wednesday for the past 3 weeks, something has came up, but I'm back.
Nice. Well, welcome back.
Thank you.
Hope all is well, guys. He was kidding for the first two things. All right, he's kidding.
I wouldn't do that.
Brian's back. Doing okay. Doing healthy.
Great.
Good.
Yes.
Good. So let's get on with the show. Let's go with the first comment of the day. Goes to Mr. Carl Black. Let's go, Carl. Every time I hear Carl's name, reminds me of Walking Dead. And we'll get the first like of the day to Dave Reed. Just go, Dave. Go better, Dave. Go better. Shout out to Leonard. Shout out, of course, to Brian. Peter86. Nightbot. Of course. You're my boy, Nightbot. Fishing Reps. What up, Kevin? Mr. Kevin Akata in the house. Fishing _ reps on Instagram. Got Mr. Salty Dangler. Alexis. What up, Alexis? Welcome. Dave Rage in the house. Captain Dan. What's up, Captain Dan? First, the dirt bikes. And now this, Dave.
Oh, you sold your dirt bike. Oh, Dave. I'm supposed to be going to the desert tomorrow.
Spotty at best. Welcome back. Welcome back, Dave Rage. I got you already. I see Leonard. All right. If you haven't been shouted out, say hello in the chat. We'll shout you out. If it's your first time here, welcome. Feel free to ask any questions at any point during this broadcast. We will stop and answer your question. If we can't get to it right away, some people in the chat will help you out. So let's do this. What do we do next? Pop top? Pop top. Here we go. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best pop top you ever heard in your life, 1 being the worst. Rate this pop top.
Back on the LaCroix here. Hold on a second.
you turn on that mic is so loud. When you turn it on, I can hear your refrigerator, dude.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's just a normal mic. Just a normal mic.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, sorry, that's too early.
Nice. Very nice. All right, let us know in the chat what you think about that.
Hey,
what's up, Doc Talk?
What's up, Doc Talk Podcast? Is that Darren? What's up,
I think it's
dude?
Darren. Yeah, what up, Darren? All right, scale 1 to 10. Well, first, to separate Brian's score from my score, please type in what you're having tonight as a drink of the evening. That's so funny.
The mega mic.
Yeah, right? That's so good. All right, here we go. On a scale of 1 to 10, tell me the best pop top you ever heard in your life. 1 being the worst. Rate this pop top.
Pretty good.
You hear the boosted mic? Let's go. Cheers.
Cheers.
Welcome back.
Cheers, everybody. Man, I can't believe it's
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yeah, so what does it say? What's your top 2 Thanksgiving, traditional Thanksgiving things you're looking forward to as far as eating goes? Top 2.
Pumpkin pie.
Oh yeah, that's my number one.
With a tall glass of cold milk.
Let me ask. Let's get.
And I'm talking about the whole pie,
pumpkin
not a slice.
Do you
I'm
guys
talking,
make your pumpkin pie, or do you just get
No.
the big Costco? Okay, yes.
I just get it.
Do you do Cool Whip, or do you do the canned?
Oh, yeah.
Quick canned. What do you call that? Whipped cream.
Ooh, well, I used to do Cool Whip, like the ones you squirt out of the bottle upside down.
See, my family's 50-50, so I gotta have both. So
Oh,
I usually like the Cool Whip.
Kevin said pumpkin pie and green bean casserole. Interesting. Green bean casserole is something. I mean, it's good. I'll eat it.
It has bacon in it. I like it.
Okay.
What's your number 2? Mine's number 1 is pumpkin pie, along with you.
Okay, my number 2, and it's not traditional It's not a traditional like Thanksgiving thing like in America, but in my house, it's an American house, I guess. We do tamales.
Oh my god, dude!
Yeah,
We're like
so
we are almost identical, because usually we include some type of dish like that too. And if somebody brings a tamale, dang, they're the king of the table, dude. That's what I go for. But I'm gonna say my second traditional, because we usually always don't have tamales. I wish we did. It's probably stuffing. I love. It's the only time of year I eat that, and it's the only time of year it seems like anybody makes it. It's not like but when that stuffing comes around, I usually like that. If it's cooked right, it's cooked right.
Cool. Just real quick, I got this kid right here. Just turned 10 today. Say hi.
Oh,
Wow.
yay! Happy birthday!
Wave.
Happy birthday!
Everybody says happy birthday. Hi, Julian.
Hello.
All right, now beat it. Scram, kids.
Happy birthday!
Here you go. Thanks,
Go
guys.
out there and wrestle each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Jitsu each other.
Yeah, I just got back from
we got
jiu-jitsu class today.
Leonard's also turkey and
Oh yeah.
You know
Of course.
what?
Pecan pie
Leonard
too.
ate-
Pecan pie too. Darren, pecan pie, so good, dude. Again, with a tall glass of cold milk, please. I see
No.
Dario,
Ugh.
the judge. What up? Oh, the judge. Eric changed his name. I like it. The judge. What up? What up, Eric? Welcome back. Salty rice. Welcome, Michael Tran in the house. Let's go, Michael.
Costco pumpkin pies are the best. Yes, Captain Dan. A Costco
Yeah,
pumpkin
it's pretty
is
good. It's pretty
absurdly
good.
big.
Yeah, they're
It is
big.
like
Good value. Good value.
Cut a slice of Costco pumpkin pie. It's like you're getting a helping there, dude.
Yeah.
See anything else anybody's got going on? 50%
Yeah. So
pumpkin
pecan
pie.
pie, pumpkin pie, tamales. I'm not that into turkey. I'm not that into turkey anymore, dude.
I
Honestly.
eat it year round, so it's good
Yeah.
to me. But it's not my. It seems like you have to have it, but it's.
So
not my life.
we're gonna do tamales, and then we're gonna do like mole, which is like and like the way my mom does it, she does it like she doesn't like barbecue. She doesn't like the sweet in barbecue. She doesn't like anything that's sweet in the. She likes savory, right, and
Yeah.
salty.
Yep. I'm with her.
So she makes mole, but it's not sweet mole. It's like spicy mole. It's good
I don't even know what that
with
is.
chicken. It's kind of like a gravy made out of like I don't know 4 or 5 different types of chilies. It's red, like a thick sauce.
Yeah,
and you just
know,
make this rice with tomato base. It's like it looks orange, like Mexican rice, I guess. And then with the chicken, and then with the sauce, forget about it. It's over.
growing up in Southern California, you did, I did, Leonard did, probably a lot of these guys did. I mean, dude, that's like our diet to me. It's like,
I'm
it's
so
like I'm
excited.
going out to Southern, it's gonna be taco shop.
Yeah, like for me tomorrow it's gonna be like an education. Like the last time we did, I would just eat. But my goal this year is to try to write down the recipes for this stuff so I can make it throughout the year, because that mole stuff is so good.
Usually, I'm always in the desert for Thanksgiving Day.
Oh,
Like
nice.
we're cooking in my motorhome, so we're limited to how much we can do, but we get in enough. And usually, have a big potluck dinner at my campsite. So
Nice.
Oh
Yeah, Julian pie. Yeah. I see Kent. What up, Kent?
Julian pie. Oh, those are the best. The
Kent, have
mixed
you been
berry
getting out-
Julian pie? Whew.
Kent, did you get a chance to get tuna this year? Did you go out? I'm curious. Yeah, Kent is a guy that hosted us on his boat when we caught, I guess I would say, I'll include myself. When we caught that 316-pound tuna, dude, that was a adventure. It's amazing. I'll never forget that day, Kent. Thanks for showing up. Very cool.
I hope you had the right setup.
Yeah,
Hope you
we
wore the
had the right setup. It
rock
was
3,500.
it was awesome.
Whatever.
It was awesome.
Hope you weren't sabotaged like somebody sabotaged me.
Nice.
But
Nice.
whatever, for anything for YouTube, right, Kevin? Okay, so I'm going to start off, Roman, with something I'm thankful for.
316, Kevin. Sorry, 316, not 360.
First of all, I'm thankful for my family being healthy, having a great year. I'm always thankful for my son and my daughter, who I'm always very proud of. So I'm very thankful for having my family and having a great, healthy year. My son graduated this year. I'm
nice.
pretty excited about that. And he's off to his career, not career, it's a job now. So I'm proud of him. Proud of my daughter, who is on a traveling lacrosse team, who does very well. And I'm proud of her. I'm proud of my wife for being a school teacher and being an amazing wife. And I'm just proud of being part of the Mad Max Fishing Club too. You guys are a great group. Honestly, fishing was fun before you guys, but man, it's a lot funner now. Now I get to share it with everybody and we get to tell our story. So I'm thankful for you guys. Thank you. And Roman, I'm always thankful for you teaching me this YouTube thing.
Nice,
and I have so much fun with you. So I thank you for having me on.
Very cool. I was happy to have you, Brian. And like I said before, like if you gotta take time to do whatever you gotta do, man, it's all good. We understand. You know,
Appreciate that.
We'll be here when you're ready. So very cool. Awesome. All right, kumbaya, baby. Let's go.
Bye.
Well, so today, guys, we have a pretty fun show planned for you guys. Brian planned it last minute because he wasn't sure if he was gonna be able to do it or not. So I'm glad he's here. We have reminder of Macmas, right?
We do.
So Macmas is December 3rd.
We're gonna go over some Macmas stuff.
Yep. And then we're gonna go over some of the standings for the species challenge, and maybe go over some species, and you guys can guess the species, and we'll have a little bit of fun with that. It'll be kind of like a fun / educational segment. Okay. And then what else we have, Brian?
We just got some announcements, species challenge, and if we have time, somebody this weekend asked me, is like, oh man, I got a reel and it keeps getting backlash. I forgot who asked me this. I'm sorry.
We should do that.
Remind me.
We should do that for
and,
sure.
If we get to it, I'm going to give a quick 5-minute tip on how not to get backlashes with a bait casting reel.
Perfect. That sounds good. So
quick
that's what we have
tip.
planned, boys.
Yep.
It's in the back of my truck. It's not locked. Oh, here. That one.
Captain Dan, getting ready for
Twice.
Macmas. I'm assuming you're getting your pizzas ready.
All right, perfect. So here we go. So let's talk about Macmas.
Yeah, so Macmas, guys, is only 10 days away, believe it or not. It's already here. So hopefully we can get this going. Hopefully the weather looks perfect. We were like mid 70s all week. So December 3rd, 2022. That's in 10 days from now.
Yep, on Saturday.
Merry
So
Macmas.
yep. And so if you guys aren't familiar with what Merry Macmas is, it's our club's holiday party, as you could say. If we were a business, if we were a club, if we were like a job you go to, this would be the company holiday party, I guess you could say. The holiday party. Okay, so it's a Macmas holiday party. We call it Macmas. And Macmas is December 3rd. Okay. And I guess the tradition is that got started last year during the first Macmas was Captain Dan pulls up with a bunch of pre-made pizza dough, and the judge brings over his pizza oven, and Captain Dan brings his pizza oven. He's got like 2 ovens running. It's a full-on restaurant style setup. He's got all of the ingredients, and he's whipping out pizzas right and left.
Captain Dan's parents used to own a
Amazing.
pizza, right?
Yeah. Captain Dan's family used to run a pizza place, so he's got his family recipes that he works for the sauce and stuff and everything, and he's gonna be slanging pies for us throughout the event, and decking the pies, right? I think last time the judge helped him deck the pies. So pretty much if you have a special request, you can ask and he'll make it for you. And then pizzas come out, they get cut up, and whoever wants to grab a slice grabs a slice, and they just keep coming out, and we keep eating until you're full. So you get to try different toppings, and it turned out great last year, and I think it'll be a blast again this year. Then the other big thing we have going during the Macmas event is we're going to name the Mac of the Year, which if you haven't voted yet for Mac of the Year, you need to go to our Discord server, look for Mac of the Year to see the nominations. Once you see who's nominated, you can pick one of those people, and you're gonna direct message Salty Dangler in Discord your vote. And Salty's doing us a big favor, doing us a big help by keeping track of the votes, and then we'll know who the winner is at Macmas. So that's when we'll announce the winner of the Mac of the Year. And then finally,
we're also announcing the champion for 2022.
That's right. So we're also announcing species champion at Macmas, and then we're also doing record holders for the club.
Yeah, so we're going to be announcing through. If you look in Discord, everybody owns for almost all the fish that we fish for. There is somebody that owns a record for that fish.
Yeah.
It gets beat throughout the year.
Yeah.
And
So this year we'll
Eric is gonna announce that.
yeah, this year we'll probably have a lot of new records because we just started doing it.
Yeah.
But then next year it'll be harder to beat someone's record that's already established. Right now there's really not any records set. Oh, there's some records set, but we just started. So next year it'll be harder to set a record, and then we'll announce the new record holders at the next MACMAS after that, right? So that's kind of the club. That's kind of what the traditions we're building into the club, and like the whole spirit. So you guys know what's going on, and everybody gets caught up. I mean, besides the great pizza, the announcements, and getting to see all these records and all of the awards, we're also going to do a White Elephant gift exchange, which is a hit last year, and we're bringing it back. Basically, you bring a wrapped gift that's worth about $20, and then you get to participate in the event. So say if you bring a gift, you get on the list, and then we'll have as many gifts as people on the list. We'll draw random numbers for you on the list, and that first person gets to pick a wrapped gift from the table, open it so everybody can see what it is, and then that's your gift unless somebody steals it. Okay, if a gift can be stolen twice, and once it gets possessed by the third person, I guess is it the third person to steal it? Yeah, the third person to steal it.
Yep.
That gift can no longer be stolen. That's nobody can take it from them at that point. Okay, so you get a gift, you unwrap it. It's something really cool that somebody else might want to take. When it's their turn, they can choose to go to the table and get a new unwrapped gift and unwrap it, or they can choose to steal the one that you're holding. And if they steal the one you're holding, then you have to go back to the table and unwrap another one. So you're still not going to leave without a gift.
Yeah.
But comedy ensues. It is hilarious.
Yeah. Last year I got a Red Ryder BB gun. It was awesome. I forgot. What did Kevin get last year?
That's right.
What's Kevin saying, chat? Oh, leave the toilets at home. Oh, okay. Sometimes, guys, we usually it's fishing club, so there's a lot of fishing stuff that's fishing related being handed out. But sometimes there's some comedy gifts in there, like a gag gift. So you want to do something funny.
No, so like the actual gift that Kevin got was a toilet, like what is it called? Bedpan. But he also got potting soil, and I think it was like some herbs, right?
I don't remember. Something like
I think it was herbs. So it's basically like you can use a bedpan for like as like a flower pot.
So that's a fishing item for a boat.
That's good. That's good.
Boat item.
That's so funny. So yeah, soil and seeds. You see, it was well thought out. It was well thought out.
Yeah, so White Elephant's fun. Have fun with it. If you don't know the rules, don't worry about it. When you get there, we'll explain them all.
Exactly.
You'll figure it out really quick. Last year I brought a rod sock making station. It's a sock that slides over your rod to protect your rods. I'll bring that this year. Same kit I had last year, so I might be able to make like 50 rod socks, but maybe not enough. Maybe enough one for everybody. So if you want to make a rod sock, you can bring a rod and custom make the length, or you can just estimate it, usually about a 6 foot, and then make a rod sock too. So I'll have that station going. And Merry Macmas wouldn't be Merry Macmas if we didn't have a casting contest for Kevin to win. So it's not long distance this time, Kevin.
Yeah, it's got
9 foot rod away. This is accuracy.
Yeah, we're doing accuracy.
I think our reigning champion is Salty Dangler from.
Oh, that's right. From the picnic.
What was it?
From the potluck. From the potluck.
That's right. From our
the summer potluck. Yeah.
4/23.
The anniversary potluck. 4/23. 20.
So no distance, Kevin. No. We don't need you to win another casting contest for this. No, it's for accuracy. We'll be pitching into buckets.
Perfect. Leonard said I need one of those socks for his MMFC rod. I still have 4 MMFC rods, so if you want to get an MMFC rod, I can bring it to you at the event too. So that's actually it'll save us having to meet up again and drive. So if you want an MMFC rod, there's 4 available still. Shop.romancastro.com, and I'll bring it to you. If you need it before then I could meet you ahead of time, but in a week it should be fine.
Leonard, I made a rod sock from an MSC rod that goes like I take the reel off and it goes all the way down.
Oh,
so
nice.
Protected, and I store it at my house so nobody can breathe on it. So yeah, bring it, Leonard. Make a sock for that baby.
What up, Coach? Welcome.
Let's see. Anything else?
One more thing on
Max. Yeah. We need to tell where it's at.
Yes, it's at I was supposed to bring that up. I can't remember what.
It's in North Crown Point, which is a Mission Bay. If you guys went to Mary Macmas last year, it's the exact same location,
Yep.
same location as the Spotty Bowl awards. It's the 3 gazebos at North Crown Point.
4 gazebos.
I'm sorry, 4 gazebos. It's like the furthest north of Crown Point gazebos up there.
I think they call it Crown Point North.
And we're planning on doing it from 2 p.m. till 6 p.m. And that's the planned scheduled time. If you guys linger later, that's up to you. But that is we're going to try to get all the events done by 6 p.m.
Yeah, Crown Point Park North. Crown Point Park North. Look that up. And then should we get the address, the time, everything is in Discord. Just look for Macmas, the Macmas subcategory. Okay.
Yep.
And you'll be good to go. One more thing too. Of course, if you don't want to participate in all of this random stuff, just show up and have fun. You just want to hang out. And the best part for me is getting to see everybody's faces and catching up with everybody and talking with everybody. That's like, for me, that's like the biggest, that's like the main point, is that you get to actually get a little bit into a deeper conversation with people because you're not on the water floating away from each other, right? Just talking about fishing. You're actually in person, face to face, and you're talking about whatever you want to talk about, right? You get to solidify those friendships and get to know each other a little bit better. So that's the goal here too. Besides, having all this other fun, of course, and eating pizza. The whole point is for us to break bread together and become a more solid group. That said, you are 100% welcome to invite family members, invite friends that are getting into fishing or whatever, or to bring your family. It's all good. It might be a little cold, so just wear jackets and stuff. Be ready, be prepared for cold, right? Other than that, I think that's
yeah.
it, right?
You need a spot. Muto will be the one in like 6 jackets because I don't think he. Muto will be that kid from Christmas Story that can't put his arms down. Hey, we could push him on the ground. He can't do any jiu-jitsu.
It'd be just like turtling.
Okay, so that's it for Mary Macmas. The same day, guys. The exact same day, December 3rd. The SoCal Yak Anglers are having a tournament, Roman.
That's right. So SoCal Kayak Anglers are doing the 6th annual Toys for Tots charity tournament. So I've done this tournament. I didn't do it last year, but before that, I think I did it like 3 or 4 years in a row. Super fun. It's in Mission Bay. You're kayak fishing. You're using a hog trough. You already have all that stuff. You might need to download Tourney app because that's how they submit their fish. But besides that, the details are, let's see. It's hosted by SoCal Kayak Anglers and Fastlane Sailing and Kayak Center. So it's where we all launch anyway at Mission Bay. It's at December 3rd, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. Okay. It begins at, you can register that same day at 6:30 a.m. So just go, I guess, to Fastlane and register, or they might have a table out there for you to register. You'll see it. There'll be a ton of kayaks out there. It'll be a blast. Just ask anybody. All those guys are super cool, super chill. Yeah. I used to fish with the SoCal kayak anglers before they were the SoCal Kayak Anglers, doing like the freshwater stuff. Awesome dudes. Super great group of guys, and always willing to share the knowledge as well with new anglers and take them in and help them learn the ropes, which is like what I love to see in the community. They're going to be doing, let's see, a kayak bass fishing tournament, so you have to have a kayak, and it's $20 to enter, or you can bring 2 unwrapped kids toys as your fee to enter. Okay. Sponsor provided prize packs for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place. For any questions, please contact Ray Carrig. That's Ray FCARIG at gmail.com. Okay, so there you go.
Yep. I know that's a SoCal event, but MMFC, we can go in there and
yeah, we can represent.
I think I might enter that one. See if we can take that title.
Yeah, go take some gifts. Go take some gifts before you go to the Macmas. So it's a little bit of a gap between that and Macmas. Actually, no, Macmas is starting at 2, right? Yeah, Macmas is starting at 2. So if you do the tournament, don't be in a rush. Get your stuff packed up, stow it away. We're like right down the street, so don't rush. Get in an accident or anything like that. Just finish out your tournament, and then we'll see you when you get there. We'll be hanging out, eating pizza. Okay,
that's right. And I think that's it for announcements. So unless you got anything to add to that, Roman.
I think that's it. What's up, Iron Fish? Welcome. Who else is on the 13th? Beer. Nice.
Wow,
Wow.
American fish.
All right, let's go. We started
Wow.
Thanksgiving early.
Ooh, that's a
Woohoo.
day off. Yeah.
Dang.
Question. Okay. What is the reason for the wait? What was the reason the
Oh yeah.
mackerel became the symbol? Oh, that's a great question,
Yeah.
Judge.
So the Mac represents the in our fishing I guess fishing grounds or whatever, right? Or like in most fishing ecosystems, the Mac or the bait, the good bait represents the foundation of the whole fishing hierarchy, right? Kevin once told me that like if you want to catch big fish, you want to have good, you know, have like the best bait. And I thought, even though the Mac is just like a little bait fish and people overlook it, like it sustains the whole fishing ecosystem that we love to fish. So I thought the Mac would be a good representation of us as having a good foundation layer for like the fishing scene, I guess you could say, right? So like we, without the Macs or without that baseline of I guess bait, there wouldn't be the bigger predatory fish to around. So I feel like the Mac is like a foundation of the ecosystem, and the club is also like the foundation of what we're trying to build. So that's kind of why the Mac was adopted.
And he looks cool.
Yeah, and he's mad about fishing.
Right. Okay, so quick answer to the question I was asked on the water. Somebody bought a new bait casting reel, and they said this thing's a piece of junk. Keeps getting backlash. I think it might have been the judge. I don't remember. It was somebody on the water this weekend asked me that. They said, you know, what can I do to set this thing up to make it so it's not backlash and everything? And there's nothing more frustrating than that new reel setup that you're just cranking, and if you don't know how to set it up, you'll give up on a bait caster. You'll just go back to spinning reel.
Yeah.
Main things you need to look at is different manufacturers have different ways of setting up. Like this is a very common reel that a lot of us fish with. It's the Shimano SLX. I love this reel. You like this reel, right?
Yeah, I dig
it's
it.
$99 for $99. It's a great reel, and it has two ways to set up your casting, and it has a tension control knob, which is a little knob next to the drag star. And when you open these guys up, it's got these little switches on the inside, and those are the high speed for cast control. So what you're gonna do is when you first get this thing, I'm gonna break out another reel and show you how to set this up. But I'm gonna show Daiwa's version of this too. This is a Daiwa Alexa, and they have this similar tension control knob, but they also have a magnetic. So instead of having to open this up, they just have this magnetic control, and it usually clicks 1 to 10, being I think 10 is the most magnetic control, and 1 being the least. So those are the two different setups on those two different brands. But the way I set up a brand new reel, and I'm gonna do this fast because we got a lot to talk about, is you get your brand new reel, and when it's set up from the factory, it's probably not going to cast very good. So can you see that bait right there, Roman?
Yeah. Yeah, full screen. So
Thing you're going to do is you're going to set this tension knob, and what you're going to do is you're going to crank this thing down pretty tight. You're going to open this clutch. Now the clutch is open on this right now, and now when I turn this tension knob, as soon as that thing starts lowering kind of fast, you're going to try casting it like that, and it's got a lot of tension on it. It's probably not going to cast very far, but you won't probably get a backlash that way. So, and then what you're going to do is you're going to cast it. If it didn't get a backlash, ease a little bit more on that tension knob, and then just keep easing that until you find a sweet spot with that where you can almost cast this thing without even using your thumb. So that's the tension control knob. Now, if you're getting a backlash at the very beginning of your cast, you're probably going to have to adjust these high speed on this one, these high-speed clips. And what I like to do is the same method. I'll just click them all on. You just go over here and you click each one of them on.
And when you turn them on, that means they're further out, because the little plastic head is gonna be dragging against the clutch. It's the little clutch, right? And
yeah,
to turn them off, you push them in.
Clutch. When it spins fast, they press out against the outside of this little spool here.
Yep.
And that causes just enough friction for it to slow it down. So in this reel, can you see that?
Yeah.
In this reel, there's 6 of them. And you can see I just pushed that one out, and those ones are standing up. So open them all up, start casting, and then slowly take one out, until you get to your comfort zone of what bait you're casting and how that reel is performing. And if you do that start everything tight and then start loosening it all the way up. Once you get good at this thing, you'll probably be like very little tension control and probably only like 2 of those clips at a time once you get good at it. And everybody's got to start somewhere, right?
Yeah, it's perfect.
And you may not be getting the furthest cast at the very beginning with it, but work it, figure out what works for you because everybody casts differently, and just keep going backwards from it. And you'll be so much happier with it. And on the Daiwas, same thing. So start out at maybe like a higher, like number 8, and then work your way down once you've set up that tension knob. Right. And once you do that, there you go, bam. You'll be casting these things without even using your thumb.
And one little detail on that too that I would add is once you start either opening the little brake adjusters in or out, do opposites. So if you're gonna have 2 in, do the one across from each other, push those in, then do the other 2 out, right? Don't do like in, then out. So you have like lopsided.
Right.
Right.
So what Roman's saying is straight across from it. So if you're going to have just 2 open, maybe just have the 2 that are directly across from each other open instead of 2 side by side. Balances it out. It'll perform better that way.
Awesome.
Every reel has a different type of setup, but those are probably the most common too.
Yeah, that's perfect. What's up, Roy? Welcome, Roy, and welcome, Cal. Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Cal, what's up? How are you, Cal? Been a long time. Benjamin says, Captain Dan, I will be fishing Lake Mojave on my boat. Oh, wow. The one U.S. Open was just up there. Go get some smallmouth up there.
Nice.
It's probably going to be cold.
Yeah. Oh, that's cold. Yeah, that's true. That place is so cold.
At night, well, maybe not during the day. Just at night, I know it gets really cold up there.
The water's freezing.
Happy Thanksgiving, fellas. Hey, thanks. Say
Very nice. Oh, SoCal Steve in the house. Up, SoCal Steve.
Okay, so if you guys didn't know, when the weather kind of gets cold and Spotty Bowl's over and we don't really have a tournament going right now, we go to a challenge. And for the last, what are you on? 3 weeks onto this thing, I think now. For 3 weeks, we've had in the MMFC a species challenge. It's not too late to get in this thing. Hold on, I got to take a drink. Sorry, I still have a little cough. But it's not too late. If you guys are thinking about doing the species challenge, it's not too late. I know a lot of these guys have got a head start and a jump, but there's a stall moment, guys. There's only so many species you can catch. So these guys at the top are struggling to get that one extra fish. It's once you hit a certain number, there's a lot of I'm gonna say rare Pokemon out there that are hard to track down. And this year's weird. There's some fish last year in the species challenge that were really easy to get, and I noticed that a lot of them aren't getting it. We're gonna go over that in PB shoutouts. But so we've been doing this challenge for the last month. I would say 4 guys have been really hitting it hard. They're the top 4. It's a heated competition. I'm going to give out the leaders of this in a minute here. But basically what it is, we run it through our Discord. It's a free event. There's some prizes at the end. There's a rod. There's going to be a reel. There's some good prizes at the end. I think we're doing first through fourth get some type of prize. So there's a prize that's free to enter, and basically you can go out in any of our local bays. There's boundaries. If you read the rules in Discord, it'll tell you where they are, and you're just trying to catch as many species in our bays. And the reason we're doing this is because we're normally fishing the main species, the halibut, the sand bass, the spotties, maybe a few sharks and rays here and there, but it's to figure out what the heck is in this body of water that we fish. And so these guys have been hitting it up tonight in PB shoutouts. We're going to show pictures of what they've been catching, but I'm going to read the results right now. So 14th place. We've got 14 people competing right now, Roman.
Oh, nice.
Unless people are sandbagging and waiting until the end to submit. Somebody's going to spoil somebody's Macmas, I think.
Oh,
somebody's going to come in like a rogue and be like, oh, yeah, bam, bam, bam. And maybe not. Who knows? Okay, 14th place. We got Bay Creeper. Half of the Bay Creepers, and that is Leonard.
Oh, what? Nice, Leonard.
Yeah, Leonard's coming in with 1 species. Way to go, Leonard. Glad you got out there. Okay, 13th place, we got a tie. I'm sorry, for 12th place, we got a tie. Carl Black heading up north, and one-man kayak, both at 2 species. Oh, I'm sorry, and along with Roy with 2 species. Good job, guys. 10th place, we got Cal. Cal, what the heck? Cal almost won the species challenge last year, if I remember right, didn't he? It was like down to him, Jesse, maybe. I'm going to mention our former champs, Jesse. I don't know if he's in chat. And also Spotty at Best, Alex Norton, species champion. So if you do win it, not only you get a prize, but you get to carry that title. You'll always be considered a species champ. Oh, I'm sorry. So Cal, 4 species, 10th place. This guy right here When did you get time to fish? Roman with 5 species.
We had that fishing session at the beginning.
You caught 5 in one night?
Yeah.
Dang, you can get out there. Not too far from the top. We got a tie for 7th place. I fished with this guy this weekend, and that is Zachary Riggs with 6.
Oh,
and
nice,
Charles
Zach.
with 6. Good
Oh,
job,
nice job,
man.
guys.
Zach,
Nice.
done.
Yeah, Zach must have got another session in because I was ahead of him. Nice job, Zach.
I went fishing with Zach this weekend. We had a night session. Okay, 6th place with 8 species. I think this might be his first time in this event, which then he's a slayer. That is Caden.
Nice
What's
job.
up?
That's
Caden
right, Kaden.
Stingray.
Let's go.
5th place with 8 species. Getting the big numbers here is Nero. Nero, what's up? Another newcomer, I think, to the
That's cool.
species challenge. Good job, dude. Okay, now we got the big hitters, top 4 positions. And that is in 4th place with 11 species. I know he's in chat, and that is Peter. Peter, what's up, dude?
Nice job, Peter. Peter 86, let's go.
11 species. Good job, Peter. Okay, top 3. Yeah, Yakuza's got.
Oh, Nero's Yakuza too. There you go. Aha.
Oh my gosh, what's going on? Come on, MMFC. No, goodbye the MMFC. Here's our MMFC leader coming in strong. 16 species. This guy, dude's been putting on time, dude. He's been like out on multiple boats. He's
That's
been hanging
a
out
lot
with
of
multiple people.
species.
16
Dude.
species, and that is Eric, the judge. Lady.
Wow. What's up, Eric?
He's fishing so hard. He's fishing Thanksgiving Day, dude. He says he's gonna be out there Thanksgiving morning. So you guys in the top 2 spots, you better watch out. Eric's not messing around. He's not messing around. He is the judge, by the way. Okay, then we got 2 left, and it is a tie for 1st place. I'm so sorry, guys.
Tie for 1st place.
Sorry.
There we go.
1st place tie. It is your 2022 species champion, Alex Norton, and his fishing partner, Adobo, both get this tied at 20 species.
Oh, dude, that's so many. Wait, what was it last year? Sorry, I don't remember.
I'm sorry. I think it was last year we had it opened up to rockfish and all kinds of
That's true. That's true. Yeah,
we
that's 20 is a lot for
it's
just bays.
the bay. I think first year was just the bay, and I thought it was 17, but
Dude, that's
I can't
awesome.
remember. Alex, if you're in, what did you win the species challenge with out of the bay? I think it was 17. So there, Adobo, Alex, I talked to Adobo this weekend, fished with him also, and Adobo's like, oh, I'm stopping on my way to work, and I'm catching a species here and there. I gotta get down to the bay.
Hey,
and
that's what you gotta do.
Throw a couple rods in before work. Alex Norton, I don't know if
There you
he's
go.
fishing
Peter says the year Alex won was 18.
18.
So yeah.
Wow. So it's already been surpassed. Jeez.
That's cool.
But okay, some of the cool rules about this is you can use cut bait, live bait. You can use basically anything you want that's legal to fish, and it makes it a little more interesting because I usually don't fish with bait.
Yeah, I usually don't fish bait
You
either.
go out at night and you fish with bait.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
That's if you're like a big chunk bait and
Mystery.
you're deep in San Diego Bay. You're gonna see some pictures tonight, guys. You're gonna be like, I didn't even know that fish existed. I can't believe that's even in there. Okay, with that being said, let's get on, Roman, to the special PB shout out.
Okay, so special PB shout out today is going to be species challenge photos, and you guys get to name the species. Okay, no awards or anything, just name the species. It's a little bit of a typing exercise. Ready?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna start my screen share.
Okay, let me see. I'm gonna go here real quick. What's up, yo? Hey, it's 27 people watching, 18 likes. Do me a favor, hit that like button. Thanks. Let's get on with the show. Let's see.
Yeah.
We've seen you out on the water. They say you fishing harder. I guess we'll find out this week on our PB Shout Out!
Right, Alex? Spot you at best? Dude, I think we deserve a little bit more likes, guys. Hit those like buttons. Thank you. Hit that like button. Only hit it once, though. All good. All right, here we go. PB shout outs, special edition.
So next week, guys, next week on PB Shoutouts, please, guys, send those pictures in. Roman set up a special page to send them in. If you can't figure that out, you can always send them directly to me, but please try to get into us one way or another. PB Shoutouts doesn't have to be PB. It could be anything fishing related. Send it to me, or if you just have a cool story, send it to me. I'll show it off.
There we go.
First up, whoa, how'd that get in there?
Dang,
so if you guys,
dude, that was
are
wild.
looking forward to going to Mary Macmas. I think at Mary Macmas, The band is gonna be there, right? Is the
Oh.
band gonna form Mary Macmas?
Hey,
gonna get a
hey,
reunion?
hey! Nobody knows about this. I'll tell you after the show. Remind me to ask you. Remind me to tell you.
Okay, so if you show up to Mary Macmas, like I said in Discord, forget the Taylor Swift concert. Maybe these guys will be roaming your local waters. You don't know that's the new Max on the block. All right, first up. Okay, this is it. We all know what this fish is. This is the only fish we need to fish for. So that's it. Good night, guys. This is it. There's your
14 and a
spotty.
half.
Yeah, 14.5-inch spotty. So to me, that looks like Alex's hand.
Nice.
I know most.
I think I
people-
recognize his jacket actually.
Yeah, I think that's Alex's hand. So 1 point spotty right there. Good job, Alex. That's a good one too. I had to show that picture. But if you guys didn't know, that's spotted bay bass. That's what we do on Spotty Bowl. Next fish. That's Carl Black's hand, I think. And that is do you know that fish? You want me to tell you? You know it?
Oh, bonito.
Yeah. Bonito.
Oh, wait. Okay. So name that fish. Here we go. Name that fish.
Okay. Well, there's gonna be like 20 of them, so
Oh, okay.
we'll do it quick.
Yeah, do it quickly.
But yeah, that's your two testers right there. That was caught up in Newport in the bay, so it's to me, those seem to roll in this time of year. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It seems like the bonitos are a little bit inshore, mouth of the bay kind of fish. But when you cook into one of those and you're not expecting it, well, they could put up a good fight, dude. Especially if you're in a small bass rod. A bonito is no joke for me. When you catch them on a small bass rod, finessing setup.
Alex said that spotty won shore pounders too. And then Peter said, "No one cares, Alex." Congratulations, Alex. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Next up, I just put this picture in there. I know this person's hand.
Oh yeah.
But the curious thing I was wondering is, what is this thing in that spotty's mouth? It looks like I've never seen that before. I've never fished one of those. What is that?
So it's the most bait in the world, dude. Get bit.
Is it? What is it though?
That's funny.
It looks like it got bit. So good job. If you don't know, that's Roman's hand right there. Okay, next up, we got 2 points here at once. What's up with that? Okay, what is that picture? That fish? The big one, not the little one.
I keep trying not to answer these. It's like, okay, I'm like,
yeah,
I want to answer it.
Dude, seriously, there's about 10% of the fish in here. I have no clue what they are. We're gonna hopefully coaches in here or you guys know because I don't know. Yeah,
SoCal Steve was first, but Cat was a close second. What's the other one? The little one.
If you look hard in its pattern right here, you can find a hidden number. A specific date in Roman numerals right there. Okay,
right.
Next up.
Pacific
what is
green
this
mackerel.
fish, guys? What is that fish?
Oh, that's cool.
Scary. Cool. Okay, let's guess the kayaker on this. Who has
yeah. This
green
is
kayak? It's not a dobo. Maybe
Is
it
that
is
Peter?
a dobo. I'm not sure. What? Kelp fish. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Or is it a benny? Is that what they call that thing?
Blenny?
Blenny. That's it. Yeah,
Largemouth
I think it's
blenny?
a blenny. Spotty at best knows.
yeah, Blemmy.
He's our
Blemmy. I see
species
it.
champion. Yeah, it's a blenny. It does.
Yeah,
look like a kelp fish, but
I thought it was. I said Peter. And it is Peter. Ha!
Oh, it is Peter. All right, Peter. There's your blenny. I think there's another name for that too. Coach would know.
Giant
I think
kelp
a
fish?
kelp fish is greener with stripes, and it has a similar like.
It doesn't look that as aggressive.
style. Well,
Oh yeah. The kelp fish has like a smaller mouth.
Yeah, you're gonna see one.
Yeah.
So when that comes up, all right. What is this? You know what? It's so weird to me.
That's
so
a round ray,
talking to
right?
everybody that's competing in the species challenge, this has been a very hard fish to get. Like, they're usually like summertime. They're in so abundance. You can see them swimming around in the water. It's super easy to catch if you have a piece of squid or a shrimp just sitting on the bottom, pretty much anywhere that's sandy. But Alex told me he's having a hard. He spent hours trying to get one of these. And he hasn't. I don't know if he got one now, but he has. I don't. It's been hard to catch that. But yeah, you're right. It's a round ray, cave dog. Good job, round stingray. Watch out for the part over here. Next up, I know that hand. That is a mechanic's hand.
I recognize a rug.
What's that?
I recognize a rug. That's the judge's boat.
Yeah, me the judge and Chad at Hookup Baits compete for fishiest hand competition because our hands are gnarly. one of us three. If you see a picture of our hands, you'll know it. So, Sculpin, correct. Cal's on a roll here.
Yep.
Man, Cal knows his species. Almost won it. Okay. Oh, here's a tough one. Okay. I actually caught one of these this weekend.
My initial thought, I think, is wrong though. No, I think.
Hey, well, you want to see till it comes in?
Yeah. I want to wait for them to come in.
The shoes give it away. Yeah. Eric, do you run after you fish? You're
Yeah,
wearing
black
running
croaker.
shoes?
Yeah, black croaker. But he doesn't have like a black spot on its back, something like that.
You know, the reason I knew it was a black croaker because when I was taking the hook off of it, it was like making a croaking noise, and I was like, "Oh, it must be a black croaker." And I told Coach, do they all have this split in the tail? Because I remember mine also had a split in the tail. I don't know.
What up, Muto? Welcome. Shout out Submission Fishing Co. in the house. Let's go.
We were talking about you earlier. Were your ears ringing? It's gonna be cold at Maximus, Muto. You better bring that big jacket. Coach, do they all have this split in the tail? Or is that just coincidence that I had that on mine too? Okay, so there you go, black croaker. Next up, bam, this one I caught too.
Oh, these are cool.
Is that?
Yeah, I think this is it was new to me. It was the first one I caught of this species.
It's just tail damage, he says. Okay, well, I might caught the same tail damage.
Yeah, choke him. Let's get. He said talking trash. I was like, yeah, choke him.
No, we weren't talking. We would never do that, Muto. Yes, spotty at best and cave dog. Cave dog is, man, you're on it, dude.
Yeah, this is a cool looking fish. It looks like it'd be tasty. Like if you scaled it and you gutted it real quick and just did like yakitori style on a stick, just grilled it over some coals, some salt and pepper, some salt on it.
I caught like 3 of them, and they were all about that size. Did they get big?
Worf says delicious if big enough. Huh.
Yeah, the ones I caught were. Well, Eric has a gigantic thumb, so the proportion's kind of hard to figure out. That's like an 18-inch fish right there.
Yeah, that's like a 20-inch fish right there.
Okay, next up, this guy. What the heck? I think I have an idea of that cool. Because it has that mouth. I think it starts with a W. Does it start with a W?
Some kind of wrasse?
Oh, you blew it. Yeah,
sorry.
Let's see if Cal gets it.
Don't.
Peter86 gets it with a wrasse and Submission Fishing Co. Yeah, that's a fish I've never came across. Dang. Like fishing artificial lures. I don't think they bite on anything but like so I go out with adobo, and I'm fishing most of the time with adobo and Alex this weekend. And they use the hook that is the smallest hook you've ever thought. Like when you buy like a trout hook that's already pre-rigged on a leader,
yeah,
and it's like the hook like on a sabiki rig. That's what these guys are fishing with. And I was using a tiny hook, and they're like, "That's for catching tuna." I'm like, "Dang, what is it?" I mean, they're leading the group, but man, you got to have a tiny hook to catch a fish like that.
Yeah.
And we got they got the whole setup here. Whose carpet is that, by the way? Somebody fishing from their living room?
Oh, is that a carpet?
Is that carpet or grass?
That's I guess carpet. I guess must be maybe the judge.
No, he has gray carpet. I'm not sure whose fish that is. Looks like. Thank you for showing us, but that right there is a drop shot weight. So I bet you he's either doing a dropper loop or some kind of drop shot.
Yeah, shout out, welcome John, John Saklolo. Welcome, dude. Welcome to the show. What else I got in here that's new?
John, I don't know. We're going over the species that are so far caught in Species Challenge because there's a lot of weird stuff in our bay that we may not know about, and we're trying to show you guys what's in there.
Very nice. He says it's that's barnacles. It's coral. Oh, it's on a rock.
What? Oh, okay. Wow, it looks like carpet. So he's fishing from okay. So it's low tide, and he set it on a rock that's got like that makes sense now.
Very cool. Okay, so it's called the wrasse.
This is a beautiful fish.
Oh, that's a cool looking fish.
And I caught one of these this weekend, and we had a WTF with the cane pole challenge, which we're fishing with a piece of bamboo basically that Eric gave us. Of course, he gave me a shoddy rod, but broke on the first fish. But he gave me 2, so thank you for giving me 2, Eric. But this fish right here, dude, it had some weight behind it, it had some beef, so it feels like it's pulling really hard. And you pull it out, and you're like, "Oh, that thing's small," but that thing fights.
Because he uses this whole, it's like a plate. He uses his whole body, right?
It's a fighter. It's something that I don't catch on artificials. I was fishing shrimp and got this thing with a tiny hook. But man, I was pretty impressed with the fight that thing. And Spotty Best has it first. He got right with the black perch.
Nice.
Yeah, I think my biggest one was like almost a 3/4 pounder,
Would you
maybe.
eat
But
that?
they're like,
Yeah,
nah, I
yes,
wouldn't eat that.
yes or no in the chat if you would eat this. Would you eat this black perch?
It was big enough to eat. It would have 2
Yeah.
fillets on that thing.
You probably just like scale it, put some slashes into it, and just grill the whole, like fry the whole thing, dude.
It looks like that, huh? Looks
Some
like
lemon
one
and
that's
salt afterwards. Woo.
that shit's good. You just peel it right off the bone.
Yeah, I would Chinese style. Yep, have eaten many times. Perfect, cool. All right,
Cool.
good to know.
Next up, this guy right here, which
Oh wow,
man, that
is that
must be the
dude? It almost looks like a parrot. What?
I think this starts with a B, Roman, and it's a casino game. If I think I know what that is.
Like when I first saw it, without looking at its face, I thought it was like a parrotfish. I was like, what the heck is that kind of fish doing here? It almost looks like a
No.
parrotfish on the back. It's crazy.
I did not catch one of these, but they're cool. I think I caught one last year in the Speech Channel. I didn't even know this fish existed. When I caught this fish the first time, like, what the heck is this thing? And I had to send it over to Coach, and he told me. But yes, we got it right in chat there. Let's see who got it here.
Blacksmith.
Spotty Best and Coach both with the blacksmith. Yeah,
Interesting.
another fish that and Coach. It's a family of the Garibaldi.
Oh, okay.
But I think they're pretty good fighters.
Yeah,
But
I like the scale pattern. It reminds me kind of like a carp and like a parrotfish. Those are big scales.
Yep. And we got this guy right
Oh
here.
yeah, those are cool.
Oh, somebody's taking Coach's advice, because if you look at that picture, look what they're using for weight.
Is
called
that Coach's? That's probably Coach's.
Is that Coach? That is called a fire pit nail.
That's
so
the-
if you're
that's the
fishing
best.
at Fiesta Island, and the Coach has given this advice before, if you're fishing at Fiesta Island or you're fishing at Mission Bay and there's a fire pit, people burn wood with nails. So just go over there, grab one of those nails, and use that for your drop shot weight. It's steel, so is that healthier for the environment? I guess.
Yeah, because if you lose it, it just corrodes away.
Yeah, and you're recycling something out of
Mhm.
a fire pit.
Yep.
And Coach claims they'll never get caught on the rocks or won't get caught on the rocks very easily. And when you're fishing with these tiny hooks and those little baits, that right there will hold it down. So here's
That's
your
perfect.
Coach tip of the week right there. Use a fire pit nail.
He said, "Was it me
Looks like
this time?" Oh wow, someone's taking Coach's advice. I like it. Fun on
cool.
ultralight.
Can anybody name this fish? I have no clue. Oh, Coach says it's a grass cod. Grass cod. And I'm assuming that's some type of rockfish, right? Because that's what it looks like to me.
Yeah.
So cool fish. Didn't even know existed in the bay, but there you go. Somebody
That's
caught it off the rocks.
That's definitely edible.
Grass rockfish.
Yeah.
Yep. Next up. Oh, you've already said this one, I think. This is you can barely see it.
That's the
You
one
know
I
you can
thought.
see-
That's the one I thought was the first one. But yeah, the mouth is so small, right?
Right. These things right here, I think what they're known for is, don't they hide in a kelp strand?
Yeah, they look like
Like
kelp.
its body is like shaped almost like you would think like one of those big leaves of a
Mhm.
piece of kelp, right?
Yep.
So they like sit in those things vertically. Like they hover in the kelp strands, and they just sit there. And I'm pretty sure they're probably a predatory. I don't know what kind of
Yeah.
fish they are, but maybe a predatory fish. But that's their camouflage. You can't even see them. You can't even hardly see in this picture.
They look like an actual kelp
if-
leaf.
Avery says kelp fish. Cal says kelp fish. Peter says kelp fish. Buddy Best kelp fish. Yes, that is a kelp fish. Another rare one. I think Coach, am I wrong? Don't they come in a little greener color too? A little greener flavor?
Yeah, I've caught a green kelpfish. Or like
That's what I thought.
it doesn't have the
there's two
stripes.
different-
It doesn't have the
Next
horizontal
up,
vertical stripes. Oh,
So believe it or not, in the bay, we've got a pretty good variety of sharks in there, and you're going to see a few of them tonight. But this one right here is probably one of the more common ones. And one of the most famous catches in MMFC history is when Leonard caught a shark on a Berkeley gulp, I think it was. And I think it may have been the
It
same-
was on a cool baits, dude. Come on.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, it was on a cool baits with the swim bait with the swim. I'm not sure if it was like a kite tack or just a regular like MC swim bait, but it was on an underspin.
Yeah, these guys will bite artificials, but more likely if you're hunting or not hunting, if you're targeting one of these fish, a piece of shrimp or squid is probably your best, or even a piece of mac.
And also the one that Leonard caught was a leopard.
People are debating if this is a brown or a gray smooth hound, and
To me, it has a shade of brown.
yeah, I can't really tell. I've caught tons of grays, but I can't recall catching a brown. So
Like the base of that
I don't know. Or
fin
Fair.
looks brown to me.
Definitely looks like a smoothhound shark. I would have called it a smoothhound shark, but I'm not sure if it was a gray or brown. I've never caught a brown. So next up, oh, we've already had this one on. No, have we?
It's a
Yes,
round ray,
we
right?
had this one on there.
Oh, keep saying it. Sorry.
Coach says that's a
No.
brown. He's our leading authority on fish identity. So we're gonna call that last shark a brown smoothhound.
It's a diamond ray. Interesting.
I think
so
the
it's
difference
different.
is this one has like a little tail, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Versus
yeah.
a round just has that standard little whip thing, whatever you call that.
Yeah, and this one has more like the difference between the main body and the wings. It's more significant. Like it's thinner on the wings, and the other one, the round one, seemed like more consistent. You know what I mean? Like if you look at it from the front, it's more of a pancake.
Peter's saying
This is
that's
less of a pancake.
I would call that a round ray, but I got to go back to that round ray picture. I'm not a ray specialist, but I thought, because I've caught rays with looks like a tail, and I've caught rays that just have that. I know the bat ray just has a.
Also, that barb, is the barb on top? Like, is that barb on top? Look at the tail.
I'm weird. If I ever catch any ray, I treat it like it has a barb. I don't know if they all do or not, but I treat it like a ray.
Yeah, Abdul, what's up, Abdul? Welcome to the show. Yeah, I feel the same way, man. He said F stingrays that killed my idol. I know exactly what you're talking about, and I know the feeling, man.
Man.
Sometimes when I dive around or I say snorkel around Mission Bay, that's one of my biggest fears. Is like sometimes the water's like super shallow, and you're like your chest is like 4 feet from the ground. You know, it's like I'll go a little bit deeper just to like have some kind of warning, or I'll pedal, I'll snorkel, and I'll have my arms crossed, both of my arms crossed across my chest like as a potential shield.
Protect.
Yeah. In case I accidentally swim over a buried stingray, dude.
Is that the defensive move when you're swimming?
Yeah.
Protect your organs. Have you ever been stung by a stingray?
Oh no, knock on wood.
I have been stung on the hand, getting off the hook. Those little suckers, man, they'll contort their body. Yeah. And I was getting them off a hook, just kind of lolly-daw, you know, on the shore. And the thing came around and got me right in the like knuckle of my finger. And it wasn't like a full-on stab, but it was a good enough graze to break the skin. But man, it hurt. And I don't know what is in those barbs, but it would not stop bleeding. There's something that makes it so you don't clot very easy, I think. And it's like it bled and bled and bled, and it stung. And my son once got stung in the foot. And I think the only thing that you can really do is like treat it with like really hot water. Everybody's gonna put in chat pee on it. I know that's like everybody says that. I don't know if that's just being weird.
It's warm.
But like the lifeguard just had my son put it in like the hottest water you can stand. And then of course, if you think you have a chance of an infection, you got to get it treated. But they're not. It doesn't feel good, guys. It stings. All right, next up, I know that
the judge said it's the most miserable 3 to 4 hours I've ever had. Says, oh, you got stung by a stingray? When was this? No, Eric.
Oh, Eric. Yeah.
Captain Dad says, pack a credit card in your wetsuit, Roman, and use it to steal a ducking. Oh, use it to steal a ducking chest wound. Oh, interesting.
How about like a thumb, Captain Dan? Just pressure.
Pack a credit card in your wetsuit. Use it to seal. Oh yeah, that makes sense.
So the judge got stung 15 years ago. Judge, were you waiting out at the beach? That's normally where it happens.
Were you on Black's Beach? Were you waiting out on Black's Beach?
Oh man, that's dangerous. Knee deep, right?
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's painful, guys. Do the stingray shuffle, right? So next up, we got Cal here. I know Cal's hand, and we are giving 1 point for a lobster this year because it's lobster season. You guys got listen. I know Eric bought because Eric's trying to win this. He told me he bought a lobster catching or lobster license just to get that 1 point. Did you get it, Eric? He went hoop netting with Zach just try to get that 1 point. That's a lot of work to get one species challenge point. That's how much he's into it, guys. He's going the extra mile, the judge. So that's a lobster right there.
That's so funny.
What do we got here, Roman?
Oh, it's some kind of
beautiful fish. Yeah. I have no clue. I honestly
some kind of perch. Green perch? Brown perch?
I don't know.
Surf perch?
No.
No fun. Hey guys, this is the
It's a black
stinger.
perch.
Let me
It's a
let
black
me show
perch.
you how it works. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. That sucks.
So that right there's a black perch.
What?
Yeah, I know. Maybe the exposure is high. Maybe it's like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Interesting. So
Okay,
same fish.
so
Move along.
you-
Trick
Black perch.
question.
All right, here we go. This is a pretty common fish. We know this fish. You guys should know this fish.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
this-
that's a beautiful
this,
fish.
This it's a beautiful fish. Doesn't this one look kind of odd? Like it's got like a.
No, it looks good. It's good to me.
It looks good. But I don't know. These things to me can vary in the way their patterns are.
They could
Yeah,
change it. They could change it up a little bit.
22 inches illegal halibut, guys. We have tons of these in our bay. This is an awesome fish to catch. You can catch these on artificials, catch them on the A rig, especially. I think this guy right here might have a whole video on one of my favorite Roman videos is the underwater A rig, and watching all these halibuts like attack that thing and they just come up to it, look at it, and then turn their head and not attack it. That's a cool video.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't seen that, check that video out.
Muto says next year species loot boxes. You know what that means?
Species what?
Loot boxes.
I think that's if you catch that species, maybe you get a loot.
Okay.
sounds
Okay.
interesting.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I dig it.
Sounds like something interesting. This year, prizes for top 4. I think we've already seen this fish here too. Sorry guys, I thought maybe
That.
it's a
Oh yeah.
juvenile.
Is that the right one? Same one? A smaller version of it.
I think I'm waiting for the come in. Yeah,
I think this is
Peter
the green
said
one.
Kelp fish again, but it's a juvenile. So
Oh,
that's
okay. So yeah, kelp fish
I
again.
thought,
Okay. Cool.
Somebody that's fishing in the carpet rock again. And we've
Oh
already
yeah.
seen
It's
that thing too.
Yep. Oh, that's I know what that is.
Somebody's fishing from the beach, I think, or the rocks near the
Mhm.
beach, or no, not the beach, somewhere in Mission Bay or San
Oh,
Diego.
Spotty. Alex got it. Spotty at best. Sargo.
Yeah, of course that's probably his fish.
Yeah. Those are cool fish.
That's a sargo. Can you eat those?
Oh yeah, you can eat this. One time I was no, it happened to me twice. I was snorkeling around Mission Bay, and I was diving down and kind of just hanging out at the bottom, looking at stuff. And out of the corner of my eye, I see something like on the right side, and then I look over, and it's just like I don't know, like 100 to like 200 sargo, just like swimming, like a school of them. It's crazy. I'm like, wow,
That
there's
big
so
eyeball
many.
looking at you.
Just like that. Just a bunch of them just kind of swim
cool.
past me, and like it's cool because like your whole field of vision is all fish, and it was just a cool experience.
Spotty at best and Coach Worf say those are one of the best eating fish ever.
What? Nice.
Yeah.
Dude.
I know Alex eats a lot, and I know Coach eats a lot of those. So yeah, cool.
Okay. I like it.
Oh, same fish. Sorry guys. Okay, here. Well, everybody knows what this.
Yeah, everyone knows that one.
Drop shot. Everybody knows this fish. This is one of my favorite fish to catch. While you guys are out fishing for tuna in La Jolla or yellowtail, this is what I'm fishing for. Still trying to get my 10-pounder Roman. Haven't got it.
I still need a calico. No, I still need a sand bass.
Got my sand bass. I got my calico. But that's calico. 14-inch legal limit. Looks like he's caught it on the drop shot again. Okay, have we seen this fish?
Nope.
No.
It's a
Okay.
new one.
Very dark color. Looks like the drop shot or dropper loop or whatever he's using. Looks like a dropper loop. No, it looks like a drop shot to me. Working really well. Whose pictures are these, by the way? This is the same hand again.
Yeah, they got it already.
There you go. Coach or Peter's got it. Yeah. So we and Salty once were fishing in I think Long Beach, and on the backside of the Long Beach wall there was a boat that was basically
Sorry,
anchored
Alex
right
got that one. Alex got that one. Shows up first on my chat. Sorry,
They,
sorry, Peter.
They had like a ladle, and they were like chumming something out into the water. And I'm not kidding. These people, there was probably 5 of them on the boat, were wheeling in the opal eyes. They were opal eye specialists, and they were excited to get them. Let's just say I think they were eating them. But man, people that like opal eye, I think really like to eat those things. Like they were
Interesting.
out there just to specifically hunt that
Oh
fish.
wow.
I didn't know they were that good.
There's some giant opal eye at the secret spot.
Peter says that's Alex's hand. Of course,
Oh.
Alex. Most of these pictures are probably Alex. I'm giving up your spot, Alex. If they
11
know
foot-
that rock.
11-foot poles. Says Salty. What up, Salty? Oh, boys are
11
also good eats.
Right, Salty, you were me and Salty.
way.
We were fishing a SBS tournament, and while we're trying to catch bass, we're watching these guys just wheel in one after the other after the other. All right, this oh man, I'm sorry guys. It's such
Oh, dude, that's so scary. I was like, what is that? Oh, I see what it is. Those things get so big.
I think this right here is a 3x5 card, if I'm right. So you can see the wingspan on these things. This is a fish
Ugh.
that Coach claims that can get 100+ pounds. I've never caught one that big. I would say the biggest I've caught is maybe 40 pounds.
I believe it. I believe it, Coach, because I've seen them in Mission Bay, right there, right on that first little inlet.
100 pounders?
Yeah, dude, easily 100 pounders. Like, one of my closest encounters with one of these things was like, I wasn't over it. I was like, my head was over its head, right? And or something like that. Or I don't know, somehow I was over it in about 3 or 4 feet of water, to the point where my whole vision, my whole scope of vision was like the ground, right? And all the ground started moving, right? And at first I didn't know what was happening, and then like I was like, whoa, am I getting like vertigo or something? And then it was buried under me. I swam over it, and I spooked it, and as I spooked it, it took off, and then all the ground started moving. All I could see was, I couldn't see. It was wider than my scope of vision, and that thing was huge. Was huge. So,
was that in the jetty?
No, dude, right there, right where you by that, like if you're coming in from the ocean, the first little inlet on the left where all the boat moorings.
Gotcha.
Yeah, dude, it was crazy.
In there, really? That's only like
after that day. That's the day I started swimming around with my arms crossed across my chest. But yeah, they're big, man.
Yeah, a bat ray. You guys got that right. Batman, mud marlin, whatever you want to call it. But I think we've all probably hooked into one of these guys before.
Oh
but
yeah.
You have to have. I think Eric told me he caught that on the MMFC rod, and I think he's using a big 400 size reel with 6 5-pound braid. So he was out at night targeting big fish. But normally, if we hook into something like that on our normal like Phoenix bass rod with a 100 or 200 size reel, we don't have a chance.
Yeah.
And it usually breaks off.
Another story on this, like it was probably about this size. I was diving around again, Mission Bay, like on the jetty, right, looking for like lines, and then like people will break off their line, and the line will still be in the water.
Yep.
So I'll go through, I'll pull the line, I'll roll it up, and then I'll get to as far as close to the lure as I can, just to kind of clear it out, and I'll just kind of cut it and kind of just take it with me, right? So so it makes it easier for people not to get stuck later. Also, just kind of cleaning out the bay, whatever. I'm looking around for stuff anyway.
Right.
And then sometimes you find some good lures that haven't corroded away. You can just replace the hooks, right? Well, I was following this line. So think of it like you're on the jetty. It's as you go down, you're going down like steps of rocks, and then you get to the sand, right? So I'm going down, following the line, going down the steps of stones or rocks. And then I peek over one of the last rocks, and face to face is one of these guys, dude. Like somebody had fought it all the way to the rocks, but then it was like stuck at the rock, like its whole, you know what I mean? And so like when I peeked over the rock, it was just its face right there, right next to my face, and I'm like, oh, okay. I cut the line and just like let it hang out there, and eventually it probably took off. But yeah, that was creepy too.
Good deed of the day. Yeah,
so creepy.
Coach says I've caught a few over 200. Jeez, Coach, what kind of rig are you fishing in the bay? And that's because those things will suck themselves down like a suction cup to the bottom, and you have like no chance unless you got all day.
I think if you fish it like from the sand, and they pin on, that you should be good. You could muscle them in if you set up like a nice like a heavy setup like you would see like on River Monsters, you know, like it's like, come on, dude, it's a river. He's fishing like with a tuna setup, you know. Yeah,
he must have had something big, but I think we all fish in the bay have some kind of bat ray story. Yep. Next up, same boat. Oh. And I told you the judge is not messing around. He went out at night on a friend's boat and pulled in this. What do you got? You get these are out there, guys, believe it or not. And I don't think this picture does it justice either, but that thing's pretty big.
Oh man, Alex got it so
Spotty
fast.
Best got it first. Man, you got your species down. Yeah, Coach Worf says.
Yeah, there's so many of these in La Jolla, guys. Like a ton.
This right here is a 7-gill shark. So I think Eric was using nighttime, heavy line, heavy everything, and was able to get this thing in.
Yeah.
But they're out there, guys. 7-gill shark. I guess you'd recognize that. Am I wrong, Coach? 7-gill.
Yeah, they're super like prehistoric shark. The tail looks prehistoric. When you look at them in the picture, their face looks kind of like an old man with like no gums or like no teeth, right? It looks like they just have gums, but they have a full set of teeth. These things are so powerful.
It's the Kraken from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Dude, it's crazy. Like when people spearfish in La Jolla, like these things hear the guns go off, and then sometimes if the white sea bass like swims down to tangle itself up in the kelp, you gotta get down there fast, cut the kelp, and bring it up because these things will show up and just like grab on and take like chunks out of it, like the size of cantaloupes, dude. They just latch on, death spiral rip, and then rip off that chunk of meat, and then
dang,
yeah, it's crazy.
I don't think I've ever heard of anybody being attacked by one.
They're big.
They're in the Bay, at least San Diego Bay. They're in the Bay.
One of my friends got attacked by one. I'll tell you. I think I told you guys that story before, but it was because he was like, I didn't have a string with me, so he was carrying my fish, and it was like a murky day, so he came up and tried to get the fish off of his hip, and it grabbed onto his thigh, and then it didn't bite through. Like I think once it tasted like the neoprene or whatever, it kind of like eased off, and kind of came off. It was crazy. It was a crazy.
That's scary.
Yeah. Anyway, lots of stories today, boys.
Yeah, lots of them. I think am I looking right? Is that the MMFC rod right there? I think so. It looks like a Komodo 400 on there.
Nice.
Okay, next up, I think we've already had this variety of fish, but I think this is the gray version of the brown version that we saw earlier.
I go with gray.
You're getting a good measurement on that. I like that's like a spotty bowl measurement right there, except for this part right here. You can't hold on to it. Like, is he stretching it out, trying to make it 14 or something? So there you go. Let's see who gets this guy in chat. Sorry, guys. Gray smoothhound. Yes, Coach. I think that is the gray version. Okay, I had to show this because it was a point. But, what do you guys got? What do we got here, guys? I mean, every fish counts, right? Every fish is a point. So if you catch one of these, you're going to want to know what it is. Yeah, it's smelt.
All right, Dario, good night.
Good night, Dario.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Watch the rest of it later. Don't leave us hanging. Don't forget to like and comment when you're done, Dario. Yeah, it's the smelt. World record is 1 pound. Me and you went out on a live show with Coach and tried to break that world record. Unfortunately, didn't do that. And talking to those guys again, they kind of know where these big smelts are. So I think we're gonna redo that and try to set that world record again one day.
There you
go. Current IGFA world record's 1 pound, and I know there's bigger ones out there. Wow. So somebody in the MFC beat that record. This thing in the Bay. Nice. So I caught this once, and I was looking at it because that's kind of this is a juvenile, right?
It's a female. It's a female.
Yeah, that's why. It's a little different color than when you're used to seeing pictures of this fish. What is that guy? Yep, Alex, Peter both got it. It's a sheephead. So I know these because I caught one last year in Species Challenge. I know these exist in the Bay.
That's cool. Yeah, this is kind of what you want to see when you catch a sheephead, because that means that if this fish is that big and there's no need for it to turn male, it's a good sign that the ecosystem there is healthy, right? Because these fish are not. They don't traverse a lot of distance. They kind of stick to the reef, so that means that there's probably a bigger male around that's already fully turned like red, black, and so black, red, and black. But this is a good sign. It's a good sign of a healthy reef, so that's cool.
That looks like Eric's boat. That must be one of Eric's fish. Okay, next up. This guy, these are pretty hard to catch. This one, the world record is not very big either. And I remember Salty Dangler caught one.
They don't get that big, right?
What's that?
They don't get that big.
They don't get that big. Yeah. And this might be a world record we could look into too. Because I think Salty said, hey, I think I beat that world record before. Yeah, Peter's on it. Spotty Best on it. They know what these things are. To me, that's a rare one. I don't know. Do you guys catch these all the time? I don't.
I've caught a few, but yeah, they're pretty rare.
Pretty rare. Sand dab, yeah.
It's a diamond turbot, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Turbot. So I don't know if those are
good eating, or if you can. I'm not sure if they're protected, Coach. I'm not sure on the turbots, just because we don't see them very often. But that's a good point right there. Whoever got that, it's good fish. Next up,
Go ahead.
this guy right here. Have we already seen this fish? I don't think we have. This is on the carpet rock again.
I think I know what this one is.
I think we've already gone through this. Yes, there
Half
it is.
moon.
Peter.
Okay, yep.
Half moon.
Delicious?
Coach,
Really?
delicious.
Wow.
Coach, you need to go out and catch like 6 species and feed us them at the at an event.
Dude,
So we could try all these odd fish that I've never
interesting.
had before. Yummy half moon. Yep. And I don't think we've seen this fish yet. It's got like a black. We have seen this. It's the W fish.
Yes, the wrasse.
There you go. We've seen that fish. Seen this fish. That's the I think we've seen this fish, right?
Yep. Sculpin.
Sculpin.
Yep. Saw that one.
Do we see this one?
Yep. Oh, yep. Sargo.
Wrasse. I'm gonna let these guys name it real quick.
Yep. Sculpin. Yep. Sargo.
It's this fish right here. I'm going through them. I think we're getting near the end here, guys.
Yeah, that's good.
We should have had 20 species here. Oh, there's one we haven't seen. That's a pretty common one.
Oh yeah.
It's dirty. Wash that thing off and throw it back in. This creek, I caught some pretty big one of these. These are whenever I fish at the beach, shore fishing, in the surf. That's usually is that where you get these two?
Yeah. Yellowfin croaker.
Yellowfin croaker. Yep. And I think that's the fish. If you ever see like fish jumping out of the water, you're like, what the heck was that?
No, those are mullets, aren't they?
I think the croakers might do that.
No, bonefish.
Too. Like,
Bonefish. Those are the ones that jump.
Yeah, but I see fish jumping, and I always think, is that a corvina? Because it looked like one. No, I think it's.
What jumps around in the bays, guys? Is that bonefish or croakers? I think it's bonefish.
And
We saw that one already too.
Did?
Yep. Mullet.
Oh.
Wrasse.
No, that's wrasse. Seen it.
Yep.
Seen it, right?
Oh, black.
That's black croaker.
Yep.
There it is. That's one of my favorite fish. I've been hunting big guys. I got a tournament coming up where I got to catch some of these. So I've really been practicing these lately, guys. And these guys get big. I've seen in the bay over an 8-pounder pulled out once. So
cool.
One of my favorite fish. Yes, spotty bass. That is a sand bass. See, this is what I'm talking about.
This is a regular
round ray, right? Round ray, right?
That's not round. That's different.
It's not a small bat ray, is it?
See how the wings and the main torso is not like it's more
diamond ray
of a gradual.
Yeah. So the other one was a round ray, which has the like fish tail, and I think this is a diamond ray, which has like a whip instead of that tail, whatever you call that thing.
Yeah. What up, Chicken Loops? Welcome.
Okay, that's it for the species challenge. And guess what,
up?
guys? I'm gonna show a few fun pictures here at the end. If you don't know who that is the coach. I'm sorry, that is the judge, Eric Lehman. Coach is on my mind for some reason. I'm reading all his. I'm making sure I'm getting my fish ID right. That is the judge, and guess what, Roman?
What's up?
We got a new boat.
Oh, we got another new boat. Dang.
Yeah, judge is trying to compete with me with boats, so he went out and got himself a center console boat that last weekend.
Wow.
I had to go over and check it out. Went and checked it out. Looks like it's legit. He's got to put a little bit of time into it, I think, to get it ready for
That's
the
like
water.
a fun bay boat, dude. That's like a fun bay boat.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's a Sea Swirl, maybe 18-footer. He picked that thing up, and it's a little bit of a fixer-upper, but coach will get that. Or not? Why am I saying that? The judge will get that thing worthy, and if I know the judge, which he's very, very generous, most generous person I've ever met, he'll be probably taking some MMFC members out on that.
The MMFC fleet is getting strong.
That's right, man. That's right. The boats we're getting a fleet. We're getting a fleet.
Awesome.
So congratulations, Judge, on your new boat. We'll have to christen that thing. I can't wait to see you out on the water on that.
Very nice.
This weekend was WTF. That's me leaving for the WTF to go defend my titles. Last one was small spotty. I won. That's me getting there with my belts. And here is me handing them off to the new champs. No, I did not win. It was a cane pull challenge this weekend. I got spanked by these two guys who are species slayers. I don't know why I showed up, but I tried to defend it.
That's
Could
good.
not do it. And I love this picture right here. This is
so
the new
good.
champions. You did it, Bruce. You did it, Alex.
I love it because like the chair is so big, it makes it look like little kids. So funny, dude. That's awesome.
Yakuza in the house, man. Took
Round of
my
applause.
belt, pointed at me, laughed at me. Also, to rub it in, they took the heavyweight championship belt. I'm so happy for you guys. You guys definitely put in the time to catch those species, and you did deserve that. That was a great win for you guys. Congratulations. So those
Round of applause from the live city audience. You guys did great for being such little guys. That's so
I don't think I've ever seen Bruce so happy. Look
That's
at
so
that.
good. That's
Yeah,
so good.
congratulations, guys. Keep those things warm. And that is it for PB shoutouts, Roman. I'm going to go ahead and exit my screen share here.
That's so funny. Over here laughing so hard. Crying over here. Crying over here from laughing. Happy tears. Awesome. That was good.
I exited my screen share, so I hope they're not
It's all
like,
good.
looking at me.
Yeah, we're on split screen.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, what can I say? What I will say is 2 windmills were in a field. One windmill asked the other, "What kind of music do you like?" The other windmill says, "I don't know. I'm a big metal fan." Not delivered very well.
Nice,
I'm out of
nice.
my rhythm, guys. It's been a while.
Nice.
Anyway, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Hope you have a good Thanksgiving. Dave, I hope you feel better. I hope anybody that has an ailment right now, because that's going around, feels better. And have a great Thanksgiving, guys. I'm going to be out this weekend snagging grass, catching bass, and I will see you guys next Wednesday. I'll catch you out on the water. Later, guys.
Thanks, Brian. All right. Take right now with a round of applause for the live studio audience. Let's go. All right, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the show today. Shout out to Carl, Coach Worf in the house. Worf TV. Go give him a sub. Dave Rage, Peter86, Salty Dangler, Leonard, and the judge. Thank you so much for helping me moderate today. Shout out to Captain Dan. Captain Dan, if you need help getting ready for Maximus, please let me know what I need to do, what I need to bring, extra tables, all that good stuff. Well, maybe we'll have a call and figure it out. So make sure that you feel the support. And if you need me to go show up to your house and help you load up, I can do that too. So let's talk about it. Shout out to Cal, Chicken Lips, Spally at Best, Coach. I already got Wharf TV. Let's see who else am I missing out. Roy. Abdul, welcome to the show. Hope you enjoyed the show. I got. Shout out to Muto, Submission Fishing Co. guys. Check them out tomorrow, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. SubmissionFishingCo.com. Let's see, we got. A lot of repeat comments. I like it. I like all these conversations going on. SoCal Steve, what up, SoCal Steve? Make sure I shout out. Also, John, dude, welcome to the show. Hope you enjoyed the show today. If you have any questions, come back, hit us up every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll be here, hanging out, talking about fishing. We got Benji. What up, Benji? I can't believe I missed Benji earlier. Thanks for showing up, Benji. I hope you enjoyed the show. All right, guys. I'll see you guys next Wednesday for Fishy Hour. Hope you enjoyed the show. And happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your whole weekend. And I'll see you guys next Wednesday. Peace. Woo! So funny. All right. That was crazy. You're still sharing. You're still